another Fire Trials blade? Yes, I have. I have some Sword brand.
He's back, he's back!
Oh, what's going on? Oh, there we go. So...
You know what? Another thing I also want them to bring back, and this is also a big ask, is Rift. The game mode Rift. Don't know why they haven't brought it back. It's like the most popular mode, and you want them to still be brought it back. I don't understand. Why wouldn't you bring it back? It was fucking basketball with guns.
Oh, just to let you know, guys, I am streaming, but again, this is just to see what it's like broadcasting using the camera.
Do you give a shit whether I swear?
You'll probably delete it afterwards, but you have to either watch the stream live or give it some time to upload.
It's fine. I'm not fussed. I mean, we have sworn on Gaming Time before, so I'm not gonna cry over spilt milk.
Fair enough.
Right, Dan, it's not going to be a fucking problem if we fucking swear every 2 fucking minutes, and we'll keep this fucking going as long as we fucking can.
Okay, so that is what, the fourth one?
I counted 5, but...
Yeah, 5.
Oh my god.
If you include Dan's, it was 6. That's 7.
Are we actually doing this? We're doing a F counter.
Hey, I've got a death counter at Darksiders.
Hey.
Called LAN.
That's what I do.
That's what I do.
You're up to like, what, 4?
I think it was more than that. I think it was 7. I think it was 7.
Like 7 in 2 episodes?
Yeah. Hey, the combat in that game is, like, strangely difficult. Especially because everything is gunning for you.
Did I sign in? Yes, Google, I did sign in. Oh.
I don't think I could ever do camera streams. I don't think I could ever do that.
I'm sure I'll get used to it. Oh,
I'd have to wear appropriate clothing.
You'd have to wear trousers.
I'd have to wear something.
He'd have to wear underwear.
Sometimes I don't. So, I like to be comfortable. Sometimes bearing it all does. So, and not to mention, I haven't really got a setup for that sort of thing anyway.
All I would say, Adam, is you need to be somewhat a little bit closer.
Yeah, you know what it is, I'm going to have to bring this forward, and, well, as you can tell, I've got stuff behind me because I'm resorting out the flat again.
That's fine. It's more about you being in frame.
Yeah.
And you being clear.
And also, not to forget, the reason it's framed, I've got it set up the way it is for the headset as well.
Yeah.
Because Dan, that is going to be happening soon, because the way that the camera is set up at the moment, one of us will be to the left and one of us will be to the right. Whoever's to the left will be wearing the headset, and whoever's to the right will be using the controller to play Resi 7.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And it will happen.
Up a VR headset.
Pardon?
I am thinking of picking up a VR headset for myself.
Hey, dude, in all seriousness, if you can get it for the price that I did, it's a no-brainer.
Did you get the V1 or the V2?
I think it's most likely the V1. I don't think there was that much of a difference, though, from my recollection.
I think it's just better tech.
Yeah, just slightly.
Wow.
I mean, it is a little... It's a little bit blurry. I don't know if that's just because of the TV or the lens
if
itself.
my insurance money ever ends up actually going into my account, then I'll be purchasing.
Well, actually, I was reading an interesting article a little while ago where supposedly VR can actually help improve your eyesight.
No, my eyesight's fucked anyway, so it won't do much.
Oh yeah, we know. Actually, I was talking to my dad about your eyesight, and he was actually really curious about what type you've got.
Yeah,
Well, is it what type of keratoconus I have?
Yes. Yeah.
Me, I don't even fucking know. but I know it's not amazing by any means.
Well, again, if you want a good optometrist, just
Leroy!
Jenkins.
No, only I can say that after last week.
I don't even know what happened last week, just because, well, I mean, I've been not, what's the word? Not absent, just life just got busy.
Yeah, okay. Are you working quite a lot then?
Yeah, oh, last week, dude, was awful. Well, okay, work wasn't bad, but because of the heat on, what was it, Monday to Thursday, it was really tough working in that heat.
Well, let's just say praise the rain. Like,
Yeah, well, supposedly it's going to be quite hot tomorrow. But yeah, it was, I got sunburned twice. First one, didn't have any sunscreen on because I thought I wasn't out in the sun that long, but because of how hot it was. Yeah.
It's kind of illusionary, isn't it?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how hot it doesn't matter how hot it is. If the UV rays are high enough, that's the problem.
Hey, high the temperature, dudes. You're asking for trouble.
Of course, but it's the UV protection which is more important. That's what gives you sunburn. Some people can get sunburn in the middle of the Arctic Circle because the sunlight is reflecting off of the ice.
And also, well, from my
Heat is
experience,
one
you can get sunburn even if the sun is out and it's really cloudy.
Yes, it's all about the UV rays and how they filter through the atmosphere.
And what was it? Even with sunscreen, I still got I got burnt on my neck.
it depends on what time of the day was you out.
Pretty much, it was the afternoon.
Or what time in the afternoon?
Would have been about. This would have been the second time I got sunburned. As I said, it was only on the neck, so it would have been 1:30.
Okay, well you're still technically in midday sun.
Yeah,
Which is why it didn't work. Because midday sun doesn't really go away until around about 2:30, 3 o'clock.
Especially in the summer.
and also don't forget, guys. In regards to sunburn, it's not just about UV rays as well. It's also about how hydrated or dehydrated you are. Because if you're really dehydrated, you are going to be more susceptible to being sunburned.
How much?
Yes.
How much water did you drink?
Plenty, like loads.
Clearly that wasn't enough.
Well, the way I see, large Wyvern gem. The way I see it, at least it's not standing right next to a nuclear reactor. Because, well, pretty much that is like being sunburnt, but sunburnt to the point you're going to die. Again, I've been looking at nuclear disasters. I've been looking at, what was it, last night? Fukushima. How that happened. Like, I actually remember Fukushima being on the news. What was really interesting was, even with natural, they were like, oh yeah, natural events caused it. Yes, it played a big part, but those Fukushima power plants were over 40 years old, so all the stuff in there hadn't been updated when it was first opened.
It was basically a ticking time bomb anyway.
Under various conditions. I mean, I wouldn't say ticking time bomb, but it because of it hadn't been updated for over four decades. Yeah, it was, something was going to go down. I mean, you look at Chernobyl, that was a ticking time bomb, especially with how the Soviet nuclear reactors were actually made in the first place, especially with their quirks and design flaws. The RBM K1000 reactors. Like, for some strange reason, the control rod's having graphite tips. Yeah, because that's a great idea, because you know what happens when you heat up graphite? It gets really, really hot.
Alright, Bambo's on the map. Oh, second
Nice.
Bambo's on the map.
Oh, for God's sake, he's all the way over there.
I take us that's you, Lan, as the one viewer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just want another pair of eyes looking at it.
See, I really couldn't do it because I couldn't be bothered to dress for it.
Dan, that means putting on clothes.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Can't be asked to do that.
It's not dressing for the occasion, it's just dressing.
you know what it is, dude. It's not even imagining that the camera's there. It's just focusing on the game and just having a conversation. It's just like whenever we do gaming time.
Yeah, but I look fucking weird anyway, so...
You have charm, Dan. You have charm.
Oh
You
my
don't look
God.
weird.
I
Don't be
just think I'm
ridiculous.
ugly.
He's like a Jabonyan. He's of the charming tribe of yokai.
Nah. I'm like an onion. I have lots of layers.
God damn it, Dan!
Okay, Gecko Moria.
How is the image quality looking, Lan?
For some reason, like, I know about freaking Moria, as in Tolkien's Moria. Don't need to tell me about that, phone, because you're listening to me covertly.
It knocked
Why
itself
did it
out.
take you? How, like,
It knocked itself out.
it's fine. You just look really small there, Adam.
Okay. As long as the picture of me is crystal clear, then I'm not complaining.
Yeah. You have to keep it very well lit, so you have to be careful.
Yeah, the lighting in my flat isn't too bad. Most likely I'll keep this video up anyway. I mean, I know it's not... It was just a test anyway. Full bank. I just wonder, not trying to be gross, if maybe I should raise the controller a bit high up, because the way it's looking, some people could be easily... Wide and blast! No! Ah, didn't get any damage.
Yes.
Oh, there we go.
I'm
That's
planting-
better. Yeah, that's much better. Because some... That was terrible. Because some people could be perceived going, what is he doing? And I'm sure there'd be somebody going, oh, look, he's playing with his controller. And it's like, for God's sake, what are you, 5? Actually, no, because 5-year-olds wouldn't come up with something that immature.
No, they would come up with eating worms.
Tapeworms. Why is he so still?
No, tapeworms aren't an exciting thing.
Oh, what was it? I was watching a show where they were making a joke about, oh, he lost weight because he had a tapeworm. Oh, that's it. It was Trailer Park Boys.
Bambo, are you done? Couple ammo.
God, what a reference to bring up, Trav. Nice. Pitfall. And yes, I'm going to be that guy. Hi ho, hi ho. Oh,
Dead.
Yeah. If I'm correct, guys, what is it? 2 days until the next festival comes up.
You are correct.
Driving gem. I'll take that. Where's that tail?
But yeah,
Right by me.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
what was I going to say? But yeah, as you saw, Lan, it's a bit messy behind me, but that's only because I'm just sorting a few things out in the flat. Again, I've moved my metal filing cabinet to the corner, so whenever you guys are next round to mine, like where the TV has come over to the left slightly, and where the radiator is, there's like a ridiculous amount of free space.
Ugh.
That was a good one. That was a really good one.
Easy.
Easy.
We just got the complete opposite
Okay,
way,
the
and then-
screenshot I've got of Tommy
Yeah.
is incredible.
All I've got is just me inside the Bamaro, so...
Oh no, I've got a better one. I'll send it.
So,
That's actually quite glorious.
Glorious! For the glory of the hunt!
the glory of the hunt.
Yes.
For
For the-
Castle Grayskull!
For the glory of the Kulu.
For the honor of Grayskull.
So apparently the first one gave the silver medal, and the second one was one of the smallest I've seen. Ooh, let's have a look-see, Dan.
Very quickly. Great one.
Just
Ooh,
Tommy in the air slashing.
I like that.
Glorious.
Ah, Jaden's online. Oh, I still need to do a Latreon. I did promise, I did say to Mike that we would do it. Who's next? Slay an Elder Dragon.
Yeah.
2 Elder Dragons. Ah, because I would have said Valkana and Namiao. Actually, let's have a... What do we have? The Eternal Gold Rush.
I never said it wasn't. I don't understand.
I
Oh,
want to kill
wait.
an Elder Dragon,
The-
not fail against
Oh wait,
it.
guys, the Winter's Blues is on there.
Lisa, are you finding that game?
How do we feel about taking down Valkana and Namiao?
Really like it.
I think the silence gives you your answer.
Well, I'm posting the quest anyway.
These are such different monsters that require 2 different sets.
Here we go, bottom, bottom.
Let me have a look. Let's see what I've got that could actually deal with both of them. I swear I have a set that can deal with both.
Blast?
Yeah, I'm thinking that. I don't like running blast.
Right, Thunder's fine. I need to sort out ice and water. Ice.
I think that could work.
Water.
Actually got works for it.
I'm gonna run fire.
Oh, I need one more for ice.
She went in,
Where's my switch?
she
There
went
it
in
is.
today and she wasn't meant to
No,
work.
didn't want that.
I will use the Kajar
At
key.
least you got sent home, you didn't get made.
You know what? Dan, I'm going to join you on that one.
Kajar key axe. Fucking love the switch axe. It's so good.
Have fun.
Pour some more into element resistance. 'Cause I'm
That
running
is glorious.
Patreon.
Tommy,
No,
defense 1191, 28 water resistance, 26, 26 thunder and ice.
but you know, if
Yeah,
you
then
just
you're
want
fine.
to take this part and
It's-
power off and turn
Mike
it
would,
off,
well,
it'll just
Mike
shut
would have more appreciation for it.
That's how I exit.
Do I want
I'm
to
just,
go?
I'm just planning not to get hit.
Do I want to go? I do want to go Dragon and Elder Seal. That's what I'm thinking. I have not fought Valkana in ages. Two to Dragon.
I think one person should definitely go the Dragon.
Yeah, I am more than happy to do that. More than happy to do that.
It's 2 star. They're 2 stars.
Yeah, it's 2 stars to everything, and with high Elder Seal.
Okay, that's looking good all round. I'm happy with that.
50 cents, 2 reas, 28 pesos.
Ha ha ha.
Let me Google hard.
From every angle as well.
Lan, one thing I'm curious about is to see how they'll work the return of the Vault of Glass into Destiny 2 storyline.
I don't know if it will be story stuff. I think that's just meta stuff.
I think what might happen, because there's multiple different copies of the Vault of Glass, because it's like a stationary thing like the Pyramidion.
Yeah.
Multiple versions of it, and they're basically the same thing. But I think, because they're keeping Nessus around, it will be on Nessus.
So you just move places.
Resource
Or
center.
it will be a second Vault of Glass.
Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna call this my last hunt. Oh, see them basil geese. I can do that tomorrow, and the flying wyvern ones tomorrow too.
Flying Wyvern ones are easy.
Yeah. Just waiting on you, Lan.
1 sec.
I'll sacrifice a Poogie. Or even better, I'll summon Escanor in his place.
Oh, what was I gonna do?
I have Escanor, Lion City Pride.
He's too much of a bamf. He's too overpowered.
There's overpowered, and then there's Escanor.
For
He's on a
1 minute.
level on his own, man. It's just like he beat Meliodas in his demon form. Come on, like.
And that's a Meliodas
I
in his
thought
assault
he
form.
was.
With
Yeah, I
all
thought
of his
he was
powers
gonna
back.
die. I thought he was gonna die.
No, you knew he was gonna die when the knife went in him and he was hurt, and the second time it went in, it stayed there. His abs were like, this knife is now mine.
Russell. Russell.
It was a fucking awesome fight though, but the twists that show is throwing at me, it's just like I feel emotionally hurt at some point. It's just like no.
I do too. I don't know if I talked about you, but talked to you about this already. But the P5 anime has been formally dubbed and released by Funimation and Crunchyroll.
Still won't pay that price for it.
If you do your free trial of Funimation, you'll get to watch it and you'll be done.
Why did you choose the rocket? You don't usually choose different
Haha.
ones.
I'm going to buy Capcom because I'm Disney and I'm evil. Haha. And I'm Mickey Mouse. Haha.
I think Disney has made enough escapades into the gaming world.
I mean, Disney Interactive had to close back in 2013,
Because all they made was trash.
with the exception of Spectro's Origins and Epic Mickey 1 and 2.
Oh, I do like it. Mickey 1 and 2.
Great
I've only
game.
played like
Just
half
love
of
the
it.
art style. I just love the art style. I just love how the art.
Actually, they did have a really good quad bike racing game called Pure for the 360. That was really good.
I like the original game of Monsters Inc. on the PlayStation 2. That's sort of like a
Hey, you still want to vote?
guilty pleasure of mine because it's terrible, but some guilty pleasure.
With,
Yeah, I never played that. Played Toy Story. I don't know if I'd consider it a guilty pleasure because I actually really like the game. Is a Bug's Life.
That's a guilty pleasure, definitely. That's definitely a guilty pleasure.
I mean, look, I'll admit, it wasn't a great game, but it was one of those where it was one of those where like it was mechanically competent.
Shall we talk about the Buzz Lightyear game?
What, Toy Story 2?
Yeah.
Toy Story 2 is great.
That's amazing. Did you ever play the Buzz Lightyear Space Commander one?
Adam, move!
Sorry, need to take pictures for my survey. I played the Game Boy Color version, which was terrible.
Oh,
Actually-
one version's even worse, man. So bad.
Actually, let me just take that back. It wasn't necessarily a bad game. It was just pathetically short and shallow on content. Mounted.
Fuck's sake, I tried 4 times there for the mount.
I just put my glider mantle on for no reason.
I just kept hitting the thing. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, but you don't care.
Because I want it dead.
Do you not think we're all in the same boat here?
Come on.
No, don't flash!
No, don't. No, please don't. Oh, come on. Who flashed?
It wasn't me.
I think you know it's not me.
I don't know what you're on about.
Live and blast.
Tommy!
Damn it, Tommy.
Didn't do it on purpose.
It's
If I'd done
alright.
it on purpose, I would have yelled flash.
Just don't start flashing people.
Was the PlayStation version really that bad?
In all honesty, it
man.
wasn't an awful game, but
Mate, you had a time limit for fucking everything. It's just like so fucking terrible.
Like, as I said, the Game Boy Color version wasn't bad. It was just really shallow and short.
It was terrible, man.
in all honesty, the Game Boy versions were the first ever games I played on Game Boy.
You know what's a really bad Disney game? Is Hercules. Hercules on the Game Boy is terrible.
Hercules.
That's why you just played the PlayStation 1 version.
Yeah.
No,
Hey,
you just play Kingdom Hearts 1.
Dan, my guy, I have Hercules on my Vita. I love that game. I'm terrible at it, but I love that game. It is such a great game.
And to be honest,
I remember playing it on PC.
I don't give a shit about what game comes out next. I just want Metroid Prime 4.
If they
Looks
don't
like
announce,
it's never gonna come out.
it will come out. I mean, they have to show something this year. I'd be very surprised if
they've just changed the lead developer. The lead developer's left for it, which does not give me hope.
Dude, they changed from, I can't remember who it was, to Retro Rare Studio because Nintendo weren't happy with where it was going.
Yeah, but they've changed the director now as well.
Have they? This is news to me.
Changed the director.
When did they do that? That was terrible
Yeah,
for
I
me.
think it was a little while ago. I saw it on my news feed a couple of days ago.
Interesting.
So I have little hope for that game at the moment.
We can hope and pray for
I'll tell you
you.
what, I'll be satisfied, even if it never comes out, as long as we get the trilogy on Switch.
Which will happen. I mean, what is
yeah,
it?
it's gonna
If,
fucking happen.
if I'm correct, nearly every single Wii U game is on the Switch. Especially with Nintendo, what was it?
Apart from Xenoblade Chronicles X. Which is
And
yet to be-
Pokemon Rumble U.
I can't see anyone, and they can't
Wall bang. Oh, that was glorious.
I'll tell you what, I will even go for a remake of Super Metroid on the Switch. I'd be happy if I got that.
Or a port of Other M.
No, I don't think I'd be happy about that. I'd rather see that game burn in hell where it belongs.
Nice, keep it going, lads.
Tails
Nice.
up. Let's get the wings.
Just a tip.
I'm on the wing.
I was about to weaken it.
Ah,
No, I'd rather see Other End burn in hell where it belongs on the Wii.
I'm still waiting for. I'd love to see it happen. I'm sure it will. I don't know when. All the
Wait, it's back.
most of the 3DS games get ported over.
I think they have to be very selective.
I want to
That's
see
the issue with
obviously the two screens.
DS games because the dual screens. Some games work without it. Some games work
Like-
with it.
like
or work
here's a-
better with it.
Like
I
Samus
tell you
Returns.
what, I swear to
Like
God.
Is it Samus Returns? Yeah, Samus Returns.
Sit down.
Like that game, you could easily do that. And
Okay.
I would be. We actually discussed this a while back, dude. Like, I would be so excited. I would play that game again, just because I want to see that game in 720p.
That was quick.
We
That was
assaulted her.
outrageously quick.
I tell you what,
She was
if-
just. That was
Don't
Grievous body harm.
forget though, she is partially nerfed because obviously there is Nami out.
Nintendo are known for pulling bullshit on us. I swear, if they port Federation Force to the Switch, I'm throwing the Switch out the window.
Federation
So
Force.
fucking angry.
I just need to go pee.
Dude, do you remember, like, what was it? Did we watch it
Federation
together?
Force.
Oh,
Yeah, it's Federation
and I asked you
Force
about
Prime.
it, and you were so salty.
Can't make a Metroid game without Samus in it.
Hello?
Yes.
Why are my dice on the floor?
I have no idea.
Yeah, but do you remember, what was it? Before they announced Federation Forces, they showed that really weird game where we were all going, what is this weird, like, football... Like, and then it was shown to be like a mini game in Metroid Federation Forces. Oh my god, you were so salty, which I don't blame you about. I mean, I know I'm nowhere near as hardcore as you when it comes to Metroid, but even I was like, this is not Metroid. This is not Metroid.
I live and breathe Metroid.
Oh, I know you
I
do.
I have a subscription to Nintendo Switch Online just so I can play Super Metroid over and over again on my Switch. It's the only reason I have it. I don't give a fuck about the online or any of the other games on there. As soon as Super Metroid was on there, I was in.
Why does that
I
not
don't
surprise
care.
me?
They can take my $5.99 a month. I don't fucking care.
I'm surprised you haven't tried
Take it.
doing games done quick. Like, I'm genuinely surprised you haven't done GDQ. Like, to speed run, like to do a, because they do so many different speed runs. Like, I would have thought you would do the speed run where, like, you wouldn't try finding shortcuts, but you would either 100% it or go through the game as fast as you can without finding all like the exploitations.
See now, what I love doing with Metroid at the moment, I do it quite often now, I just love abusing the shit out of that game's physics engine. Because you can abuse the fuck out of that game. If you know what you're doing, you can abuse the fuck out of that wall jump.
You know, one game I'm waiting for them to bring to the Switch is Castlevania Circle of the Moon, which for some strange reason in Europe it was just called Castlevania.
See, I thought you were going to say Golden Sun. Even though we all
don't do this to me, Dan.
We all know that's never coming out.
Well, yeah, I can't.
It's like Mother 3. Like we all know that's never.
I just don't. I don't understand. Well, saying that.
Where is Namiel?
One sec. Namiel is.
Okay, it's up at Nest.
Yeah. God, I hear that song so many times at work.
Yeah, we all know that's never coming out.
I mean, but yeah, getting back to Golden Sun, I mean, the first one is, I'd say it's quite a streamlined RPG, but you can still do loads of adventurous stuff. The second one, now for me, as much as I love the second one, I've never actually completed the second one. The problem is with the second one, it falls into this trap of that old-fashioned JRPG where it's like, it doesn't make it very clear where you need to go next, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I get you.
And if they were ever going to do not a remake, if they did something like what Capcom did with Devil May Cry Special Edition, where they updated they did an update version for the Switch, they'd have to do that for Golden Sun too, which I keep forgetting what the second one's called. I mean, for me, dude, I'd love to see them bring Golden Sun 4 happen, but it's not going to happen, especially after the disappointing fails of the third one.
Yeah, that series is basically dead in the water.
Yeah, I mean, the problem was it was sort of a very niche sort of game series anyway, because originally it was on the N64, and even though it never did gangbusters, they both sold over 1 million, which I think they were considered. Yeah, they were considered a profit.
Successes.
Yeah, they were, but the DS one didn't. But also the DS. My issue with the DS one is it's too easy. Like, it is far too easy. So
it's dumbed down to the
audience exactly. It dumbed down for the DS audience, which I was really disappointed in, because it's actually a fun game. Like it, and also it fell into the trap of the first one, especially where there were certain bits in the game where you couldn't actually go back to for ridiculous reasons. Which really annoyed me, because there was a certain bit, like, especially when you were trying to collect the gins, and oh my God. 1 wasn't as bad with it. 2, I'm not quite sure, but 3's really bad for it, where if you miss out on that Digin in a certain area, tough luck, you're going to have to start the game all over again. And it just takes you out of the experience.
I think that's why I love the addition of save states in Nintendo's, well, the Nintendo Online version.
Yeah.
Detroit. Because you can abuse the fuck out of that as well.
One sec, wallbang. Oh, darn it, no, enraged. Yeah. I only hit it once, but hey ho.
Yeah, but I know the wallbang.
Ah, fair dude.
He's got like an 80% chance of him doing that.
Don't forget, it's a she, dude.
Yeah, same thing. Whatever.
No, it's not. Same
it could be
thing.
A toaster. It could be a toaster for all I care.
Aw. Namiel
Might
is
as well
great.
be a fucking toaster.
Hey, she will wreck you up. Like, actually, what is it? Namiel is one of the only few Elder Dragons that is female. Because I think...
about Lunastra.
Yeah, well, Lunastra, I think Shara is Valda is meant to be female.
I don't think anyone knows what that thing's meant to be.
But yeah, I know Namiel it's a she. It's quite... But yeah, I could be.
It kind of reminds me if a Kieran and a Pookie Pookie got together, and this is the result.
Well, they would have had to been doing it under the sea, like, you know, for it to be able to do what it can do. Lan, if I'm
I don't know what to say.
Lan, have there been like loads of monster, like loads of Elder Dragons, apart from Namiel, Lunastra and Charizard Valda, that where they've gone, yeah, this Elder Dragon is clearly female.
I think he's concentrating.
Wyvern Blast, yeah. But yeah, as I was saying, Dan, so, I mean, did you ever play Castlevania Circle of the Moon?
No, I don't think I did, actually.
Oh, it is so good.
I haven't actually played that many of the Castlevania.
Think of Symphony of the Night, but it's for the GBA. It's great. Like, that is the game which effectively got me into Castlevania, because I played Castlevania Adventures on the Game Boy, which is not a good Castlevania game. I mean, the frame rate on it is terrible.
I want to get, what's it called? Bloodstained. Ritual of the Night.
Get it. It is so good. One sec.
Because it's basically Metroidvania, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it is Symphony of the Night.
It's open sort of like exploration.
Oh, dude, it's great. I think, yeah, I haven't touched that game since last year. Like when I actually got,
when I eventually get through the Dark Side of this trilogy, I feel if Axiom Verge doesn't come out, 2 over come out,
I will warn you.
I feel I'm gonna do that for the channel.
I will warn you. Bloodstained. Once you get hooked, you will not want to let go. Oh my goodness! Like
that's fine. If you watch my Let's Play of Axiom Verge, you had the same fucking effect on me.
I really want to play Axiom Verge.
Fucking amazing. And the second one's coming out soon as well. Right.
Oh, I forgot there was a second one coming out.
The second one in development.
You're right, Tommy. Just focused. I'm trying to think. What
There we go. There's the tail.
Nice. Trying to think. What other Wii U games have not landed? Say Xenoblade.
Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Yeah.
Pokemon Rumble U.
Oh, yep. There must be others. Oh, well.
Mario game.
Mario Bros. Duelux you can get.
No, I'm talking about the other one. The
3D World. Yeah, that's a shout.
Because that's a great game. I fucking love that.
That is. It's got one of the best soundtracks. The thing that slightly infuriated me.
The multiplayer on that is fucking mental.
Oh, it's nuts. My only issue with how my only real issue with that game is how the characters control. It feels like that they should be on a 2D plane, but yet they're not, and it's like it can be a bit awkward sometimes. But apart from that, yeah, it's great. And it's stunning game, like visually stunning. Well, technically it's a Wii U exclusive. Earthbound, nice. Wyvern Blast to its head.
We would need to get a few of the Earthbound games.
I know. Well, don't forget, Earthbound and Earthbound 2, well, sorry, Mother 1 and 2 both came out for the Wii U, so the fact that they haven't come out for the Switch is really surprising.
They're very niche games at that point as well.
Well, what I think will happen...
They're very niche games, but...
I know
like,
exactly what will happen.
they sold really well, especially Earthbound did on Wii U.
They'll come to Nintendo Switch Online probably.
Yeah.
I think they'll come to Nintendo Switch Online eventually because Nintendo Switch Online.
Yeah.
They'll absolutely come to Nintendo Switch Online because you've got the NES and the Super NES.
That was fantastic.
Oh!
I thought I
Ouch.
dodged it. I thought I dodged it.
No, both.
I
God.
thought I dodged it.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, because the animation showed that I didn't get hit by it.
Fun fact, I can tank that. No.
Dan,
I wasn't at full
you
health
and me
anyways.
both. You and me both.
I thought I
I can tank it without a shield.
That was insane.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I've got level 5 guard
I could
charm.
just fucking
I'm not complaining.
stand there. I could just fucking stand there and it would tickle me. So fucking good.
Oh, what? You know what would be great? If Nintendo do it, GameCube, emulator, or port.
Coliseum and XD all day long.
See, now I think that they'll just start doing GameCube remakes of games because I think
Coliseum and XD all day long.
Oh my
I think
god.
we're gonna get Sunshine soon for the looks of things.
Well, I mean, if it weren't for COVID, they were supposedly going to do like Mario Sunshine remake, supposedly 64 remake as well for Mario's 35th anniversary. But you know what I'd love to see?
Coliseum and XD remakes?
Stop it! Fine, we want them. Great. No, because you know, Dan, well, guys, with the GameCube, there was that broadband adapter. Now imagine if they implemented that into Switch Online with Mario Kart Double Dash.
No, there's no need. Mario Kart 8 does everything better.
Super Smash Bros. Melee.
But Double Dash plays so differently to 8. Wait! Oh, I didn't realise we were ready.
Recover health.
Yeah, I know. I was waiting for the others.
I'll just like that, Ray. We would have fucking woke up.
Yeah.
I didn't realise we were all here anyway, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it would have woke up at that rate.
You killed my mother. You killed my father. You're going down, Daniel.
Nice one.
Thank you. Oh, one sec. Wyvern Blast. I wanted to see if she'd actually go down. As in, like, go off the side.
No, she won't.
I'm sorry, dude, but yeah, I would be so, like, if they went, oh yeah, Mario Kart Double Dash, you can play online. Oh, yes.
See, I don't think... There's no reason for them to do it, because 8 just does it better.
They both play differently, though.
Yeah, but...
It's not about what plays differently, it's more about what does it better.
Yeah.
How can you... Wait, so you're telling me a game where you've got 2 players in one cart, and then a game where...
Oh, fuck, I forgot the tail.
With one cart, you're telling me that they're the same. Oh, what was that?
It's dogs.
I genuinely thought that was a scream.
No, it's dogs.
Look, they may say Mario Kart, but from a gameplay point of view, they may be similar, but in a lot of aspects they play very differently.
Oh my god.
I don't know, I just feel that...
You have to remember, Adam, it's not what fans want, it's what makes money. And what makes money isn't always what fans want.
I don't think
but if we're talking about, we're talking about either emulating or
if that was the case, Adam, they would have remade Double Dash years ago, and they would keep remaking.
Yeah,
it
but they wouldn't. Yeah, but there's no point in remaking.
Yeah.
Well, Nintendo have realised, especially with these HD remasters and emulation and all these different online stores, there's no point to keep remaking games. But then if you have a look at Nintendo's back catalogue, that's what they've been doing pretty much most of the time they've been in the gaming industry.
So you've supported my argument.
See,
But,
the thing is,
I think you're missing what I'm saying though, where it's like they've made a slightly different version of what they've done before.
Don't call a spade a shovel, man.
Hey, I'm not causing any trouble. I'm just stating facts.
I said don't call a spade a shovel.
Spade a shovel. Oh dear. Just wince. What was I gonna do?
Either way, I don't think Double Dash needs remaking. If anything, they
It's
could
not even
just
remaking,
release
it's just port it over.
like a. Still
If
takes
they-
time though to sort of adjust it to Switch systems and everything. That's why it takes so long to get new games on Nintendo Switch Online, because it does take time.
Hey, listen, as somebody who's got a family member that works in the actual industry and works on old games, like remastering them or porting them to new systems, and sometimes when I've spoken to him, he's gone, yeah, it's a piece of piss, or it's a little bit harder. If he can do it like with these sort of games that are for multi-platforms, and if we're talking, and then we're talking about what porting a GameCube game to a Switch, I think it should be quite straightforward.
But would it make money?
It would make money. Here's the thing, like, look at, okay, Earthbound didn't make money in the States, but when they released it on the Wii U, even though I don't think there were actually any figures of how well it sold digitally, but supposedly the sales were very, very strong for that game. So even though it took years for them to make a profit, they still made a profit. Why do Nintendo keep re-releasing all these old games? Because they still keep making a profit out of them. They keep re-releasing Super Mario Brothers.
Wait, what time you got to get up in the morning?
8:30.
I got to get up at 8. I leave at 8:30.
Anyways,
Yeah.
oh, is that the time? Right. Actually, I think that went pretty well. Right. One sec. I'm going to stop broadcasting now.